Good, happy Saturday morning, February 9, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, New Hampshire Lottery considers legal action after U.S. Justice Department questions online sales. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Gene Mackin.
At BeltAids, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers. BeltAids building products. Locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
We started selling on the internet, scratch tickets and Powerball and Mega Millions. And it's been a very successful program.
The lottery says it's like a jackpot. Revenue for online sales could reach $6 million next fiscal year as lottery players consider giving it a try.
I think I would. I usually just buy one ticket for, when they get up there.
I saw it, but I didn't sign up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, they should expand it to online sports betting too. Yeah.
You're all in.
I'm all in. Yeah, well, I'm buying tickets, right?
But the U.S. Justice Department isn't all in, reversing its 2011 opinion, which said only interstate sports betting is a violation of the Federal Wire Act. A federal appeals court in Boston agreed in 2014. Fast forward to a new administration and a new way of looking at the law.
We spent a lot of time and energy doing the right thing, doing it the right way that had been set out years prior. And then have this thing happen out of the blue is remarkable in a negative way.
Several state lotteries are asking the acting attorney general to overrule the opinion and urging the federal government not to take any action, instead allowing states to govern their own lotteries. While this is debated, online lottery sales are a go in New Hampshire. Gene Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Aimed 2020 speculation, Ohio Senator Sherrod Brown visits New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
At BeltAids, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. BeltAids building products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
I've been working on voting rights issues my whole life.
Speaking about his past as a Secretary of State and Congressman in Ohio, U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown takes questions and careful notes during a roundtable discussion in Hampton on paid family leave.
Too many workers are working hard all day and don't have enough to show for it. They don't have it in terms of wages, in terms of benefits, in terms of retirement.
It's a stop on Brown's Dignity of Work listening tour around the country in key primary states.
It's a swing state like Ohio is, with a lot of the same kinds of problems. I mean, the opioid addiction, public health crisis is as serious in Ohio as it is New Hampshire. And
the progressive Democrat isn't afraid of a crowded field if he decides to run.
I put my record up against anybody for fighting for workers. Too many Democrats think that you choose between talking to your progressive base and talking to workers about their lives. And I think you don't win in New Hampshire or Ohio or a whole lot of swing states unless you do both.
The senator says his approach to populism is much different than that of President Trump.
His phony populism is you divide people and you push people down to lift some others up. And real populism is not racist. It's not anti-Semitic. It doesn't divide people. It doesn't do hate speech. And real populism is fighting for workers.
Senator Brown kicks off a full day of events tomorrow morning in Berlin. He'll end the evening as the keynote speaker for the New Hampshire Young Democrats Granite Slate Awards in Manchester. Reporting in Hampton tonight, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Manchester police look for suspect in armed robbery of convenience store. Third robbery at a store this year. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Are you ready to hit the open road this year? It begins at Country Camper. We've got a new name.
And right now in Manchester, police are looking for this man. Investigators say he robbed the Shop and Go on Massabasic Street at gunpoint just before 7 tonight. Police say the man got away with cash. Right now, we don't know how much. He's described as a white man between 20 and 30 years old, about 5'8" to 5'10". Call Manchester Police if you have any information.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Windham officer struck by vehicle while directing traffic, police say. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Andy Hirschberger.
At BeltAids, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. BeltAids Building Products, 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
A Windham police officer is recovering tonight after he was hit by a car while on duty. Windham police say Officer Chris Van Hertum was directing traffic during a power outage on Route 111 when a car making a turn hit him from behind. The outage impacted multiple major intersections during the evening commute after a tree fell around 4 p.m. Police say that driver did stop and is cooperating.
We accept it as part of the job, but no one wants to see it. He was just out here trying to keep the roads open, and unfortunately the accident did occur.
Officer Van Hertum was hospitalized but was conscious and alert. At this point, we don't know the extent of his injury.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Man believed responsible for Hooksett couple's death had long criminal history. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Furniture and Design Center is having a truckload sale of reclining furniture at unprecedented prices.
The New Hampshire Attorney General's office could not comment specifically on Zachary Gluteman's criminal history, but court paperwork shows it was a lengthy one. The 34-year-old has faced charges which include misdemeanor drug possession to felony attempted burglary. In 2011, he pleaded guilty to robbing the former Bank of America on Massabesic Street in Manchester before leading police on a chase which ended with Gluteman's crashing his car. And it was also a police chase that would eventually connect him to the murders of 80-year-old Thomas Cosma and his 79-year-old wife, June. The couple was found dead in their Hooksett home on Monday.
And all the evidence points that Mr. Gluteman's was the person who did this, and he acted by himself.
Charges will not be brought against Gluteman since he was found dead of an apparent suicide.
In a case where the defendant was still alive, there would be charges brought on the court. In New Hampshire, and in actually most states, you cannot bring charges against a deceased person.
But that doesn't mean the case is closed just yet.
We continue the investigation like any other investigation. It's a homicide, and it's investigated as a homicide. We process the scene, we interview witnesses, sort of all of the other steps that we would, because we need to confirm, obviously, that this is, what happened.
And right now, a motive is unknown. Officials are asking anyone who may have seen anything suspicious on Kimball Drive in Hooksett, specifically on February 3rd, to call state police. Reporting live in Hooksett, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hopkinton family gets wheelchair accessible van thanks to generosity of others. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Jess Moran.
At BeltAids, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. BeltAids Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
This was the Salsi family's routine getting into their van just over a month ago.
So this is where it's really tight.
And this is their routine now. 11-year-old Constantine Salsi has spinal muscular atrophy, a disorder that weakens the muscles, and until now his mother would carefully but painfully carry him in and out of their vehicle.
Well, my mom picking me up kind of strained my back a little bit, and it hurt my rib.
News 9 first shared his story at the end of December. Soon after, an outpouring of support showed up in the form of thousands of dollars donated to his GoFundMe page.
It just amazes us that so many people from our community and people that we don't know, people from around the state that wanted to help us, we couldn't be happier.
And Constantine is clearly feeling better in his new ride.
This is awesome. Thank you so much to all those people out there that let this happen.
The van clearly has a lot of room for Constantine and his family, and it's also helping his independence.
For him to have to be carried was obviously not something he loved to do in front of his friends, so it gives him more independence.
While Constantine's family has their new van, they're still reaching out to lawmakers to try and improve funding for others in similar situations. And in the meantime, his siblings are showing their gratitude.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
In Hopkinton, Jessica Moran, WMUR News 9.
There you go on that video and that report. Second woman accuses VA politician of sexual assault as calls for his resignation grows. A second woman came forward Friday to accuse Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax of sexual assault, though in a statement released by her attorney, Meredith Watson claims that Fairfax raped her while the two were students at Duke University in 2000. Shortly afterwards, Fairfax issued a statement denying what he called the latest unsustainable allegations. It is demonstrable false. I have never forced myself on anyone, ever. He added that he has previously passed FBI background checks and is demanding a full investigation into the claims, adding, "I'm telling the truth." A Duke spokesperson told ABC News that the university had just become aware of Watson's allegations and is looking into them. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.